Hi everybody, this is Nate with another Backcountry beer review. Today I'm at the top of, near the top of Brushy Mountain, which is a P2K in southwestern New Mexico. That's a peak of 2,000 feet or more of prominence. And it's a beautiful peak. This area is so remote. It's actually, I don't know, it's kind of eerie to me how remote southwestern New Mexico, southeastern Arizona is. It is St. Patrick's Day, the day this video comes out. So to celebrate, of course, got to review an Irish beer. Didn't do that last year, and I kind of regretted it. And so the beer I'm reviewing today is Wexford Irish Style Crème Ale, and it's actually a nitro beer, so it's got the little widget in it that'll nitrogenate everything when I open up the can. Ironically, not made in Ireland. It's made in Suffolk, England. I read the can. This is based on a traditional Irish recipe from County Wexford that dates back to 1810. We use only the freshest, most natural ingredients to ensure that our Wexford Ale has a smooth, mellow creaminess we believe you will enjoy. All right, time for a sip. Definitely the dominant note in this beer is red apple. This is up there with a couple other beers I've done on this channel where it's like, it's uncanny how much it tastes like that dominant tasting note. It is so red apple-y, especially when I first opened it and got that aroma, very much red apple. That flavor really evolves into kind of like an earthiness, a light bitterness. You know, this is a cream ale. Really profiles to me more like a red ale. And even you will see or you have seen the can pour. It doesn't really look like a cream ale, so I don't know. Is the cream moniker coming from the nitrogenation? Is it actually a cream ale? I don't really know. I don't have a good answer for you. I did note some reviews on Beer Advocate that were saying they were getting cream ale notes like vanilla, cream, butter, nuttiness, etc. I don't really get any of that except for maybe vanilla, maybe a little bit of caramel. It's very light though, only if I'm really searching for it. And honestly, what non-dark ale do you not get caramel in anyway? It's sort of like present in every ale, so it's almost at the point where I don't even mention it anymore. Now for what I'm sure everybody is interested in, the nitrogenation. So I just want to address that. I'm sure some of you will be saying it's sacrilege that you're not pouring that into a glass. I kind of actually prefer it out of the can. Don't be too harsh in the comments. I poured this out to taste it, as you've seen in the pour shot, and that's how I make my notes and stuff. And I don't know. It looked nice, and that initial sip with the head, and it's fluffy, it's pillowy, it's nice, but I was getting this kind of weird oxygenated note. The reason why I was on Beer Advocate in the first place is because I was getting that note. I wanted to make sure I didn't get a bad batch, but I certainly wasn't the only one who noted that in their tasting notes. So I do feel like pouring it in the glass really enhanced that. Now why? I don't know. I don't really know that much about carbonation, nitrogenation, but it kind of tasted like you took a bite out of that red apple that I talked about earlier and then left it on the shelf for an hour and then came back. It had the kind of like rusty, ochre, red earth flavor that I didn't really like that much. To be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of nitrogenated beers. I mean, most people, how often do you get to have one? Usually it's Guinness. Maybe like Left Hand Milk Stout, theirs usually is nitrogenated. I've had a couple other beers where it's like they were nitrogenated and they weren't stouts, and so this is maybe one of two non-stouts that have been nitrogenated that I've had, and I think that the nitrogenation, it gives it that pillowy light mouthfeel. It gives it that kind of like, I don't want to say fuller because that implies more dense. It's like more voluminous, less dense than a regular beer. It gives it that texture, but I find that when you drink it, it actually kind of feels in practice sort of flat. I don't know. Again, personal preference. So, yeah, I mean, what do I think about this beer? I actually, maybe the review didn't sound particularly glowing, but I think it's a pretty good beer. Certainly, I would pick this over probably any non-Guinness beer in the store. I think I like Guinness better than this. I think I like the Guinness foreign or the extra stout better than this. But if I didn't want to go stout, if I wanted a stock beer for a party and I wanted Guinness and a non-dark beer, this is better than I think the other non-dark beer options you could get. The only downside is this is not actually from Ireland. Anyway, cheers. and have a backcountry beer for me.